What's going on, everybody? Man, what the hell is going on with these Yankees, bro? Enough is enough already, man. This thing is this is becoming ridiculous. It's be 20 straight innings without scoring a run. 20 straight innings. And it's not like we didn't have opportunities. Cause for some reason, man, we just can't seem to get a run across the plate when we have a run on second with no outs. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with this team, man. I have no idea what's happening. We've hit a funk that it's like, man, this thing is it doesn't look good, man. It's not time to panic yet, but I'm getting very close. I'm getting very close, man, because we getting exposed, man. It's not like we're facing freaking top-notch pitchers either. These guys are okay. Soriano today, he throws pretty hard, I guess, but we faced him like 2 weeks ago in LA. So I don't know, man. We had plenty of opportunities today. What was it, like the first inning or second inning? Jazz Chisholm, leadoff double. Immediately. Pop up. Like, we just can't get nothing done. Bayo isn't bad either, but we gotta be scoring at least one run, Jacob. Come on, man. This is insane. I don't care how good you gotta score at least one, man. This is not freaking Terry. If we can't score one run against these guys, what's gonna happen when we go up against a real dude like Schoolboy or somebody? Like, it's not good, man. On a positive note, Giancarlo Stanton made his return to the lineup. Of the longest IL stint I think he's had since he's been a Yankee. And he had 2 knocks, man. He's hitting the ball hard. He's hitting the ball really hard. So, I mean, that's good to see. But it wasn't enough to give a jolt to this offense, man. This offense is just, they're non-existent, man. Let's be honest. They got to do better than this. They got to do better. Clark Schmidt pitched well. Yesterday, Max Fried pitched extremely well. But you can't win a baseball game if you score 0 points. It's mathematically impossible. That's how I feel about this team right now, bro. I don't even know what to say. Like, I wasn't gonna stream to because I was so tired, man. Had a long day, but I was like, man, I gotta vent because it's either this or punching the air at this point, man. I'm to that point. Yeah, Andrew, Shohei Ohtani made his return to the mound. I caught a few at bats. I caught that bat versus Tatis. Tatis had a bloop single versus him. But I had to get ready for the stream. But I would say that he's throwing hard and he looks good. The command wasn't there. He had a wild pitch. But besides that, I think he's going to be back to his old self. But yeah, so Jacob says Jazz should have bunted in the 9th. Yeah, man, we should have done a lot of things. Look, 11 innings. We couldn't score a run. Just, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with this squad. I really don't, especially in extra innings, man. We can't get it done. We can't get it done. I feel like yesterday and today, we had so many innings. We had a run on second or run on first and second, nobody out, and we just couldn't get a run. We couldn't get a run across. 20 straight innings, right? And if we didn't score those 2 runs on Saturday, which we should have had more, that should have been a comeback, but we couldn't pull it off. If we didn't do that, man, I'm telling you, we'd be like 3 games without scoring. 3 in a row. 3 straight shutouts. That's not... Look, guys, I don't care who's pitching. That's not good. That is not good. Well, actually, it's 20 straight innings. So we played 11 inning game today. So I mean, let me know what you guys think, man, in the chat. Is it time to really start not panicking, man, but start worrying? Because I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm a little worried about this team right now. I'm a little worried because if this is how we play, if we can't, every time we play like a big rival, even though that's not today, right? Because the Angels they ain't going nowhere, right? But like a Red Sox series or even the Orioles or somewhere, teams where the energy is there and the crowds are really into it, I feel like we can't get a series done. We can't, you know, what makes me think that we're gonna be able to get it done in the postseason or anything? This team looks like they have no energy. No energy, man. And it's only June, man. We're in the middle of June. We got a long way to go. A long way to go. He says, yeah, he didn't look bad. I'm impressed. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, so I wanted to, if you noticed there, I have I started a channel membership. If you guys want to join or not, that's up to you. But members will be allowed to utilize the stat feature. Like so. So if you're not a member, it's probably not going to work no more for you. There it is. And we'll do giveaways, channel membership giveaways and stuff like that. But if it's something you're interested in, by all means, feel free. And it helps, man. It helps support the channel. It helps me keep the lights on, man, so to speak. There's like a lot goes into when I do this, man. A lot. Like I'm looking around right now. It's like, whew. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get into the first trivia, and then we'll get into the box score and talk a little bit more. Remember, answer A, B, C, or D in the chat for the trivia. It should work for non-members too. So, and if it doesn't, I could turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, I don't have the thing on. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's not working. I have to fix that later. I tried it earlier. It was working. But yeah, so again, man, freaking I hear a lot of calls for Boone's head right now. And I will say this, it's not 100% Boone's fault. Granted, when you're in charge of something, when you're the leader, at the end of the day, you got to take the fall, right? That's just how it is. That's how it is. But I personally don't think it's all Boone. Like the players, you gotta step up, man. But at the same time, he is in charge. So if you're gonna hold somebody accountable, I start at the top, man. That's just me. I start at the top and work my way down. A lot of, that word accountability, a lot of people been mentioning it lately, especially content creators, with the whole Dominguez situation, the Ben Rice situation, getting picked off at second during the Boston series and all that stuff. The thing is, when you do something like that, right, hold someone accountable. I get it, like bench him or something. When you set that standard, man, you better stick by it. That's the whole thing. You can't hold a certain standard to one player and not another. And we saw that last year with Glaber. When he benched Glaber, even though it did get Glaber going, right? But me personally, I felt like, look, man, it's a little too late for all that because Verdugo's doing that shit every day. Every game he wasn't hustling nothing out. And you didn't have the balls to say anything to him. So to do it to Glaber, to me, it felt like unfair, man. And that's not a bash on Boone because everybody has their own leadership style. You don't have to, some leaders are hard, pause. Some are soft, pause. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, a good leader he motivates people to get something done, right? Whatever it is. The goal for us is to win a World Series. I don't think Boone is a bad leader. Okay, I actually think he's a good leader, right? Um, does he make questionable calls? Being a good leader and being a good coach is two different things too, right? But and I say that from experience in the military, man, because if you ever been in charge of grown men before, grown men and women, granted some of them were young, 18, 19, 20, whatever it is. When you're in charge of grown people, in a professional environment, which it is, they're professionals, it's not easy, right? It's definitely not easy. So I'm not harping on Boone. This isn't on Boone. It ain't on Boone at all. You know, if Dominguez fell asleep, he thought it was strike three. That's him. He had a mental lapse. You know, he had a lapse of judge of whatever you want to call it. You can't blame Boone for that. You can't blame Boone for Ben Rice getting picked off or whatever it is. Yeah, you know, Boone could have went and benched him, but the thing is, once you start that, you got to do it to everybody. You know, because then you start building animosity in your players because they're like, wait a minute, you know, why you harping on me? You bench me, and you're not gonna bench him for that. You understand what I'm saying? So, and if he's gonna be that way, like see, like a guy like Billy Martin, right? Billy Martin, that was him. He didn't care who you were, from Reggie Jackson to whoever it was. He was gonna be tough on you, and that's cool because he came through the door like that, right? That was just him. You can't switch it up though. You can't start, you know, being all soft and then try to be tough later because just I don't know. From experience, it doesn't work that way. Real Bill P, what's up, my brother? Hold on, I gotta play your song, man. I gotta play it. Thank you for signing up, Real Bill, man. I really appreciate it. You should now have access to the chat, and you should try it too. Not the chat, the live stats. I was up all night working on this thing, so I didn't sleep much. But yeah, I mean, look, you know, there's not really much to say about this game. You know, the thing that bothers me the most, right? What bothers me the most is that we've been getting excellent pitching though. Like we've been really, our pitching has been actually really good. It'd be one thing if you lost 10-0, right? You're like, damn, 1-0, 4-3, 1-0. You understand what I'm saying? That's when it really hurts, man. Because this is like, dude, come on, dude. The pitchers are giving it to you. They're giving it to you, and we haven't been able to perform, man. But I'm glad that Big G is back. My man, I tell you what, I know a lot of people. I don't know if Eli is here. Eli, if you listening, man, I know you hate Big G, but you gotta admit, man, he is a force to be reckoned with. He's a presence in that lineup. He's a presence in the clubhouse, in the stadium, man. Did you see the standing ovation he got from the fans? At any moment, he's a threat. At any moment, I don't care if I get it. Sometimes he goes on these funks that he's just kind of swinging at bad stuff, and he just looks bad out there. But every time that man is in the plate, he's a threat to hit the ball out the stadium, you know. And he hit a ball in the the ninth inning, I think. He had a double. Man, he smoked that thing. It had to be at least 120 something miles an hour. A freaking bullet. The third base, it wasn't even a play that he couldn't. It's not like it was in the hole or anything. He just hit it so hard that the third baseman couldn't handle it. And these are professionals, man. Professionals. So put respect on Big G's name, man. Put some respect on my man Big G's name. Oh, my man Ace. Yep, Ace is in the building. I watched I caught the end of your show. I didn't a lot of the game I had to listen on the radio because I had to go pick up my wife from the airport. But I did catch Ace's play-by-play at the end there. And boy, was Ace not happy. And oh man, I could tell, dude. You can see the veins. I've never seen you like that, I think. I don't think I've ever seen you like that, man. But yeah, you know, this is tough, man. Like Ace said, it seems like every year, right? For the past maybe 5-6 years, right around this time, I don't know what it is, man. we just go through this good month or two of just shitty baseball. The shitty baseball, low energy baseball, low IQ baseball. And it happens every year, right? Happens every year. A says, did you see that article with the new baseballs? No, man. Let me pull it up. Drop the link, man, and I'll pull it up. Oh yeah, I think I heard something like that about the dead balls. Pause. That didn't sound right? Hey yo, man. Hey yo, make sure you if you just joined in the stream, man, make sure you smack that like button down there. Or shoot it, whatever you want to do. Just hit that thing, man. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, so I mean, Giancarlo Stanton, he got 2 hits today. He's batting 500. Is he? Yep. 500. Let me pull him up. I'm gonna pull up his stats from last year. 2024. Oh, Ace sent it to me. And you should have dropped it in the chat. Okay, Andrew McCutcheon said says MLB reps told him baseballs used in 2025 are different. You know what? I think I could share this here. Can I? Nah, I'll do it another time. Yeah, I'll read it another time. He was told by MLB rep the balls are indeed different this year. They stated higher seams, which produces more drag on baseballs, causing baseballs to not travel as far as they should. And I'll tell you what, man, but even though the wind today in Yankee Stadium was blowing in, but Paul Goldschmidt hit one that I swore that shit was gone. Dude, I swore. Judge too. But that Paul Goldschmidt one late in the game, that shit, like, excuse my language, I don't mean to be cursing, but that should have been gone. For sure, it should have been gone. Let me see what YOLO says. Remember that conversation on hitting everything out in front? Volpe did that. Wells tried to. Look, the Yankees dynasty of old. You got to understand, YOLO, man. All right? You got to hit the ball where the pitcher pitches it to you. If it's outside, take it away. If it's inside, unless you're late, right? Pull it, man. Trust me, it's hard. It's hard to hit an inside pitch away. Very few people could do that. Jeter's one of those guys who had an inside-out swing, you know. But most guys who have inside-out swings like that don't usually have a lot of power. So if the ball is outside, if it's outside on the plate, or the outer half of the plate, take it away. If it's inside, hit it where they pitch it. That's an old saying, man. They say that. Hit it where they pitch it. Belly to right field should have been gone. Yeah, a few of them today felt like, man, like it just died in the air. I'm not blaming the baseballs though, man, because I don't know, man, because Judge has hit some balls. That one in Fenway though, I would say, right, when he hit that home run versus Garrett Crochet, that ball, it had to have traveled farther than that. He obliterated that pitch. That shit, and maybe there is something too about the baseballs, right? Because he smoked that thing, and only what was the distance? They said like 460 something, I think, the distance on that, and I was like, no way, dude, no way, man. That dude hit that like a block. He hit it a block away from Fenway. Like, that thing was smoked. Real Bill says Judge is 6'6" tall. He's a huge man. Yeah, he is, man. He's a big dude. But my thing is, though, we've seen guys like that before. He ain't the first 6'6" baseball player. Let me tell you, on the contrary of what people believe, he ain't the first big man in the league, dude. It's just that he's big and he's a great hitter, man. That's the thing. He does it all. YOLO says, low key, we need someone to be our leader. Thank you, YOLO. The Grisham experiment. All right, we gotta chill out with that, man. All right, we're good. We need somebody to lead off, and I'm all for putting Dominguez up there, just giving it a shot. Give it a shot, and I say that because of this, right? Hopefully he can do his thing. Let me pull up Dominguez because I don't even know. Usually I want my leadoff to have a good OBP. So, but you know why I like Dominguez? Because he's a switch hitter, and you don't have to keep messing around with the damn lineup every day. If you have a switch hitter up there, you could keep the same lineup because he could bat lefty or righty. Granted, he bats better from the left hand side, but they got him as righty here. It should be switch righty. His OBP ain't great, but I think he could do the job. I think he could do the job. And if not, look, why not try it? Would it hurt to try it, bro? We scored 0 runs in the last 20 innings. Like, let's try something, man. It wouldn't hurt. I put him up there. The thing is that he doesn't play every day either. So, but I put him up there when he does play, and that way you can have a consistent lineup every day. Well, kind of. At some point, you can have a lefty, righty. Dietrich said, "Yeah, Dominguez. Man, I don't see why not. That's my whole thing." Dev Finch, what's up, man? Man, I'm gonna try. You know what I want to do? I want to get everybody right. Mostly the regulars. I want to have a like a little, I don't know, a jingle or something for you guys when you come in. So I'm gonna work on that. Hopefully, I have that soon. So that way, like when Dev comes in, he has his own little song. I might use AI too to do it. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Real Bill says, I will put Belly in the leadoff, Judge second, then Judge will get an additional 37% more at bats. Yeah, he would. Some people disagree with that. To me, I hear what you're saying though. And you're right. I want Judge to bat 37% more. Like, I really do. But I think that the Yankees, and I'm gonna say this is Boone because Boone said he makes the lineups. I think that they're just enamored with that lefty righty cadence, because that's what it is. It's a cadence. They're enamored with that. So if Grisham's leading off, you better believe it's gonna be Judge next, or Paul Goldschmidt, or however he does it. It's gonna be a righty right after Grisham. And if Paul Goldschmidt's leading off, then it's gonna be probably Ben Rice or whoever is playing. I think things change up now with Stanton in the lineup. It changes up a little bit. Rice is struggling. He is. Ben Rice is hey, try to pull up Ben Rice. I want to make sure that it's working, because it shouldn't work for non-members, but it should work for members. Try to pull it up if you don't mind, man. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Ben Rice has been struggling. He's 1 for 3. His average has dropped to 229. His OPS is 769 right now. I think Ben Rice, man, with Ben Rice, his swing decision, man, sometimes he looks like he has no plan really. Like there's no real plan when he goes up there. He's just like, first fastball I see, I'm swinging. I think that's his plan, And if it works, it works, but it's not working, man. I've always been a big believer, right? This is just me. With anything in life, if it's not working, try something different. Sometimes like you see me, I'll switch up the thumbnails or something on the videos. It's because I'm looking at the analytics, right, of the videos. I'm like, man, these ain't working. It's not. So let me try something different. And if it's no good, then I'll try something different till you find something that works. And then you stick with it for a while until it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, this team is very frustrating. It's hard to watch right now. It's very hard to watch. I haven't even looked at the standings. But hopefully, we still. I don't know if the Blue Jays played, if they won tonight. I'm gonna pull it up. I've been working on some graphics and stuff. I wanted to. I didn't have time to load the pitching matchup for tomorrow, but it's gonna look like this. That was today's pitching matchup. Now, I didn't even realize. Did it pull up Ben Rice, Ace? I wasn't even paying attention, man. I want to make sure it's working, man. I was up late all night yesterday recoding this whole thing, man, trying to implement that where only members could pull up stuff like that. But let me see if I can get this damn chat to work, because it's pissing me off. Voting questions. I mean, not the chat, the trivia. Where is this thing? It was working over there in the IDE, but it's not working now. Why is that? All right, let me refresh this. Try again. There we go. Which team holds the records for most extra inning games played in a single season? A, B, C, or D in the chat. This should work for everybody. Oh, you didn't see it? I may have to restart the whole program for it to Now you should be good though. See. Try it again, Ace, if you don't mind. That way I know what I gotta do. I gotta fix it. Okay, B. Yeah. But what a shit show, dude. The Yankees, 4 straight losses. 4 straight losses. The Tampa, I don't even know if we could call them we call them the Tampa Bay Rays. The George Steinbrenner Field Rays are 2.5 games behind us. The Blue Jays are 4, Red Sox are 6, but I feel like the Red Sox, they threw in the towel already with that Devils trade. Rubo says, wow, were they the Guardians or the Indians? Both. Yeah, man. Look, the Rays are right on our tail right now. How embarrassing would that be if they were to slip, if we were to slip into second and them into first? It's not popping up. I got you right now. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Who else is in the dev? Finch. See, I added a fallback because I kind of figured that it was gonna make me restart the whole program to save everything. But, all right, try it now. See if you could do it now. D-Train says, I wouldn't worry about this cold streak right now. They go through this almost every year. After hot start, they go through June swoon. Yeah, man. You're right, man. But every year we go through this, we don't win it. You know, that's what worries me. I felt like this team was different, and I want to still believe that this team is different. But it's kind of the same old stuff, man. No, we going back to the same old stuff that's gotten us nowhere. It has gotten us nowhere. DSL, remember the 1998 Yankees did have some losing streaks during the historic season, but they were not defined by a 98 game losing streak. They did experience a rough patch and later. No, I hear you, DSL, man. I remember that year. They started off slow and ended up having a historic season. I hear you, man. Well, be honest with you, though. When you look at this team, do you get 1998 Yankees vibes? I mean, I don't. You know, I think this is a good team. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a good team. But I think that this team lacks, I don't know what it is, man. I'm not going to say like a clutch gene or any. There's something missing. There's something missing with this team. And I don't know if that's a trade that they got to make or something, but there's something missing. It's like, I watch other teams, right? And right now the Dodgers and the Padres are playing. And I see other teams and certain players, and you could tell that they take it to another level. There's another level, right? They playing baseball, and then there's another level when it's like a Red Sox Yankees series or something. And I don't think this team. I don't think they could kick it up a notch. When it's really needed. It still didn't come up, Ace. Man, I'm gonna have to fix that, man. Why is that? I fixed this yesterday. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it off and run it from the IDE. That's just nerd talk right there, but I'll show you what I mean in a second. Because it could be because when I in the program I use to write this stuff, it works fine. But sometimes when you package it into a executable file, it changes things. So let me go ahead and open this thing up real quick. Bear with me, guys. We'll pull up another trivia in the meantime. Who hit the first home run in Citi Field history? I don't know. I'm a Yankees fan. This one though. All right. Yeah, I think I know what it is, man. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Let me turn this off. What the hell? All right, and turn this on. Damn, I just lost my trivias when I did that. But it's all good though. It's all good. Pardon me, guys. All right, it should work now, Ace, and everybody. It should work. The 1998 Yankees team batting average was 287. That's awesome. DSL noticed that. Yeah, man. Yeah, they did slow down in that September, man, but they picked it up though. Aaron Judge is not cap material. I'd rather have Stanton. Seemed like he cared more of winning and no BS attitude. I 100% disagree with you, DSL. Like, what do you want from a captain? You want him to be clutch? Does that define a captain? We don't know what kind of talks these guys are having behind the scenes in the locker room. And I get Judge. Judge is captain number 2, I mean, not Judge, Stanton. But Judge, man, is a homegrown talent, right? He's been with the Yankees organization his whole professional career. That's one. There's something to be said about that. Judge is, for the most part, plays almost every single game. That's another thing. And that's nothing against Stanton, because Stanton is a great leader. He is a leader in the clubhouse. But I think the Judge is the captain, man. He's a good captain. He is a good captain. D-Train says the team doesn't play up or get up for rivalry games. They treat every game as just 1 out of 162. Now, I think they want to. They just can't get to that next level, man. Why is it looking encounter the issue in stream went for? Is he listening to the wrong chat? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure this thing out. It's gonna piss me off. I'll show you what I'm looking at too. This is the back of this is what keeps me up at night, working on all this stuff. Let's try to refresh this, and then I'll save it. Yeah. But what do you guys think, man? Are you guys worried about this lineup? I still think, right? Yeah, we got Stanton back, but I think that there's something missing, man. There's something missing on this team and this lineup. What that is, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's another bat. I really do. I think it's another bat. It's somebody, man, who's been there, done that, who could really, and it could be somebody from the minors, you know. It could. We just need something, man. We need a kick in the ass right now. That's what they need, to wake up. Wake the hell up. I'm trying to fix something while I'm talking. It looks like it's fixed now. Real Bill, try to pull up somebody's stats real quick. I'm gonna pull up Grisham's. I know I can do it on my end. I want to make sure you guys can do it. Bring back Yorbit Vivas. Nah, man. Yeah, it works. See? Real Bill, you got it. Nah, but if somebody else tries, it's probably not gonna work. I gotta figure out. I think I know why I messed up. Is when, and this is just nerd talk, man. So I'm not even gonna explain it. It's just hard. But I already know what the problem is. I already know. D-Train SSC. That's organizational philosophy. Man, I don't know. You know, I'm starting to believe that. At first I didn't believe that, right? When people were like, that's the philosophy of this organization now, and I was like, nah, bro, we the Yankees, bro. We trying to win, like, by all means necessary, or by any means necessary. But now I'm starting to believe, man, that maybe they're okay with just, you know, coming. I mean, nobody's okay with coming up short, but maybe they're okay with, like, look, you know, we're not gonna go all out, but we're gonna put a good product on the field, and hopefully they just get hot. And if we keep doing that, eventually we'll win. But I think that philosophy, like who said a YOLO or D-Train, that philosophy, it hasn't worked, man. It hasn't worked. Yeah, we made it to the playoffs every year though, with the exception of 2023. I can't see the screen. Put my glasses on. But we haven't went all the way. We haven't, and that's what I want. That's what the fan base wants. That's what the fan base deserves. We deserve a legitimate shot. Like I said, this team is a good team. This team should, like, something drastically bad will have to happen for this team not to make it to the postseason. But do they have enough to really, like, go all the way? I think they can, but everybody will have to, not the way they're playing now, obviously. Not the way they're playing now at all. I wish the philosophy was jab and set up for the knockout, not go for knockout early and hurt yourself in the process if it doesn't work. I hear what you're saying, man. They just go in there throwing haymakers and then they tied. When the eighth to 12th round comes, you're out of gas. Judge, another bad game, as bad as a medium well steak. Yeah, it was dry, man. I will give you that, NFE. Make sure you shout out to NFE. Make sure you sub to the channel, man. The link, that's the link right there. And also do the same for my man, the Ace Avenue, and all the other content creators, man. Make sure you support. Make sure you support. Yeah, man. This game was as dry as a medium well steak. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one, NFE. Gotta sit Wells, bro, and play JC more. Wells kind of stinks right now. I can't say, I can't disagree with you. Right now, everybody stinks. Let's be honest. Everybody stinks. I can't even single out one specific player. Jazz, I don't even know. Jazz seemed like he had a good night today. This team, man, and like I said, it's just, we just can't seem to get the big hit or move a runner over or do things like that. We just can't seem to do it. We can't seem to do it. I do want to give a shout out to Nate. How you say his name? Neto, the shortstop. He made a freaking incredible catch. Just incredible at shortstop. I don't know how the hell he caught that ball. If you guys watched the game, you know what I'm talking about. That was just, I don't think I've ever seen somebody catch it. His body looked like it was twisted like a freaking Twizzler. He caught it. It was so crazy. I couldn't believe it though. I was like, wow, that kid he's got talent. And you know what it is too? The Angels, like that kid Neto, they caught a lot of these guys here. They called up very early. Shout out to, and I know this ain't my team, but I'm gonna give a shout out to the dude Christian Moore, a Brooklyn native, got his first MLB hit today. So that's dope. That's dope. His whole, man, it looked like he had the whole Brooklyn in the stadium because they had a whole section just going crazy. So shout out to him, man. But yeah, bringing Zach Neto, like I think I was hearing something. They said this guy he literally had like, he only played like a few years in the minors and they called him up. I'm checking right now. Yeah, he's only got like 2 years in the minors, which is crazy. Yep, 2 years. So hey, I tell you what, if you get drafted by the Yankees, you happy to be a part of the Yankees organization, but you know that there's a lot of blockers up there, man. It's gonna be tough for you to make it up there. Now, and when you get drafted by a team like the Angels, you know, you got a legitimate shot. If you play well, you're probably gonna get called up at some point. Bill Ayo, what did Bill say? I didn't see it. Oh, Bill said, what we see in front of the camera is not what happens behind the scenes. What the hell? Oh, man, I'm not wearing pants right now. Nah, I'm joking, man. I'm wearing pants. Imagine that, right? You wouldn't know anyway. Bro, that's how the roll. They treat every game as just 1 in 162. They don't play up to the comp. Yeah. If I'm Boone, I go JC and say, if you go out and keep doing the right thing in the moment and be situational, you will get more time over Wells. You know, it's unfortunate that Ben Rice hasn't been playing too well lately. Because if he was still balling like he was early in the season, I think he began time at behind the plate a lot, like more. Like they will be forced to put him back there. But his bat's cooled down, so he's not helping his situation out either. And he says medium well gross. Come on, man. Yeah, how you say his name? Neto? I don't know. I'm dyslexic, man. Neto is way better than Volpe. We'll see, man. He's good though. That kid is good. He's a solid baseball player. Mike Trout 2 for 4, batting .227. Man, it's crazy because Mike Trout is a Hall of Famer, right? I think we can all agree with that. But man, you know, it's sad, man. It's sad. He was loyal to the organization, and that organization was not loyal to him because that dude deserves to be. Now it's a little too late for him, man. But he deserved to be in the spotlight, like, you know, in postseason games that actually mattered. At one point, these guys had the two best baseball players in the world on the same team and couldn't even make the playoffs. That goes to show you what kind of organization that is. But Ron Washington is trying to turn it around, but, you know, we'll see. Yola says, funny thing is Ron Washington is hard on Neto, and notice how he doesn't complain. Wish Gary Sanchez was like that. We probably would have seen a ring by now. Yeah, man. They didn't like the Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi is too hard on him. So Boone is a player's manager, right? That's what they say. And that's okay. That's okay, man. That is okay. A player's manager, look, you don't have to, you know, there's different ways of leadership, of being in charge. You don't, you know, like, man, when I was in the Army, you know, at a certain point, I used to see other like sergeants or NCOs, and they were real, and cursing people out and doing all of that. And sometimes that's effective, right? Sometimes that's effective. But I always felt like you don't have to really do all that, you know? Like, you don't have to do all that because they might do what you want out of fear, but that loyalty, man, is not there no more, you know? They're just doing it because they know they have to. If not, there's going to be some consequences. But there is no loyalty, man, there. And when a loyalty, I mean between, you know, coach and player, or player and coach. I think the best way for me, right? And obviously you don't gotta be soft either. You discipline people when you have to. But I think the best way is to lead by example, right? That's number one. And Judge does that. He leads by example. That's what Ace just said, right? Judge leads by example. And also, when people admire you, right, they're gonna tend to follow you or listen to you. So sometimes you could, you gain respect by admiration or you get it by fear, People respect you because they're scared of you, or they could respect you because they admire you. And it's up to you to choose which one you want. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get your respect regardless, I guess. I don't know. I'm going off on a tantrum here. I'm going to head out, Jason. I'm going to finish. I got you, Andrew, man. My bad, dude. I really do, man. I feel terrible. I got you and Hunter. Hunter probably hunting me down right now. Appreciate it. YOLO, you can be players manager, but look at the guy like Alex Cora. He would get on guys like Verdugo with effort. I think 2 weeks ago, Devers didn't run out of ball, and he literally said, "What the F?" It was that, and I can't remember what it was. I was reading something. I think he had an incident with another player, maybe, or somebody in the clubhouse or something. And I think that was the final straw. Something like that. Who knows, man? I think the Red Sox, they were just like, you know what? We're probably not going anywhere anyway. It's a little conflict here. If we could dump this salary, I think that's the biggest driver of this trade. It's just getting rid of that money, that salary, that commitment. Dump it on another team, man, and start from scratch. Let's do it. They got a bunch of young guys there. A bunch of young guys. They're gonna pay this man. I don't know what Devers was making, but he signed a $300 million contract to play DH. I think they really wanted to get out of that contract, and they found a way, so they took it. Yes, sir. That's what I think happened. I mean, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. But yeah, man, the Yankees are wasted. They get if there was a lower grade than F, they would get it. Pathetic. Just pathetic, man. Just making these pitchers look like they freaking Cy Young Award winners. Got to do better. Simple as that. We got to do better. Eli, what's up, man? Eli, I got your Twitter message. And my bad, I got it late. Is that, dude? I turned off my Twitter notifications are always off because I get so much spam on that app that I just can't take it. It's either that or just delete the app completely. So, but I got it though, man. And next time you start a space, man, let me know. And excuse me. Ooh, what was that? And I'll jump on. I was never the yelled out by NCO officer. I was the perfect airman. Yeah, weren't we all, right? Weren't we all? Man, I don't know. Well, the chair force is different, right? The chair force is a little different than the Army, man. But when the Army, man, when you come, I don't know how it is nowadays, but as soon as I got off that bus, I was getting yelled at. And because I'm from New York too, I don't know what it was, man. Me being from the way I speak and I sound, I guess apparently I have a New York accent. A target was on my back, and I never did so much push-ups in my life. Yo, Jason, who can we trade for? Bro, right now, man, anybody. I don't know. To be honest, like, who can we trade for, man? You tell me. I think we need another bat in the lineup. A righty, preferably a righty, who could play second or third. Another bullpen arm, and maybe a starter. Maybe a starter. But like I said, man, the past few days, look, I have no problem with the bullpen. The past few days have been good. The pitching staff in general has been good for us the past few days. It's been the offense. And this is crazy because when the offense was on it last week, it was the bullpen. The last series versus the Red Sox, it was the bullpen that couldn't freaking get it done. The pitching staff that couldn't get it done. So it's like, man, At what point can we start clicking on all cylinders? Can we see that? Can we see this team really, everybody, you know, or maybe not everybody, but all facets of the team, like really doing their job? That's all we need. Because I don't care how good the pitching was. Obviously, today we gave up 1 run. That's great. You'll take that any day. If I told you before the game, hey man, the Yankees are gonna give up 1 run today, you'll be like, what? Yes. And then but we're not gonna score either though. You'll be like, what the hell? No, man, you can't win without scoring. That's just how it is. It's not soccer, right? Soccer, you can end in a tie. Or hockey. This ain't like that, man. Somebody has to score. I find it funny that people want the Stanton back, but when he started to come back, the offense has fallen off. But he did come. I mean, he did what he had to do. He had a single and a double. He went 2 for 4. Granted, look, it's just one game. So I don't want to get my hopes up and everything. It's only one game, okay? But let me see. I'm looking at the box score right now. Here, I'll pull it up for you guys. Oh, what the hell is all this? My goodness. Okay. You know what? My bad. There we go. So, he might have had the most hits on the whole team. No, Chisholm had 3. Chisholm had a great night, too. He had a good night. But him and Stanton and Chisholm, they were the only ones who really did anything. It's just that nobody around them could bring him in. You know, they just could. Chisholm, like I said earlier, had a leadoff double. And that was it, you know. We didn't go anywhere after that, man. Like, it was sad, man. We can't seem to get, I don't know what it is, man. This shit is getting ridiculous, though. Like, you got to run on second, no outs. Like, you got to get this guy home at some point, you know? I get it. Sometimes it ain't going to work out. But I feel like it hasn't worked out in like 2 weeks. We've had the same scenario at least 20 times, bro, I swear. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but at least 10 times, right? Run on second or first and second, no outs. And we fail to score any runs. It's like I don't know, man. It's like deja vu every time. To the point where like today when Jazz hit that double, I already knew. I was like, oh, I mean, ain't nothing gonna happen. Volpe. And then what's with Volpe, man? That last at bat, bases loaded. You know, you swing at the first thing, it's garbage. Like, come on, man. At least put a better at bat together. It's the last at bat, dude. I don't know. Not good. But when Stan was gone, the offense was great. What are you talking about? The offense hasn't been great in about a week, man. So it's not like the offense got bad when Stanton got here. Stanton got here and the offense was shit already, man. I like the D-backs. Oh, you talking about Eugenio Suarez. Say that 5 times fast. Stan just got back today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just got back. You can't blame him for the... he just got back, dude. He just got back. Eli, I'm not. You guys could argue with that in the chat. Honestly, there were a bunch of fly balls that looked like homers. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Emilio. I was talking about that. You must have missed it, but I was like, man, especially that Paul Goldschmidt one. That Paul Goldschmidt. I think it was in the 9th inning. He hit that shot to center field or left center. Dude, I thought that was gone. I was already jumping in the air. I thought that was a walk-off, game-winning home run. Even he thought it because that was the last out of the inning. You could say he was taking off his helmet. And he was like, "What the hell?" Like shaking his head, like, "What the hell?" He got all of it, and it didn't go anywhere. It just died. But still, that's not an excuse for not scoring a run. You know. Eli. So Stanton's fault. Los Colorado. Yeah, man, we can't blame Stanton for nothing. The same way, I'm not blaming Stanton for nothing, and at the same time, I'm not gonna act like he's gonna be our saving grace either, because it's just been one game. You know, he went 2 for 4. He had a good day, I think, in my opinion. But it's just one game. Okay, I need to see more. We need to see more. You know what I'm gonna try to do? Let me try to put this chat behind here to give it a little more depth. Yeah, I like it. Stan started to come back. All right, go. Man, I lied, man. What is it with you and Stan? You hate the man, dude. We only got what, like 2 more years of him. They're not gonna release him. They're just not. They're not gonna DFA him. He's gonna get his 500 home runs, hopefully, and ride off into the sunset. And then you'll finally be rid of him. I lie. You will finally be rid of him. But I respect your opinion, man. Everybody has their opinion. I understand that. Like Eli likes, from what I take from Eli, he likes a younger guys. He feels like a guy like Stanton is blocking some young kid in the minors who probably deserves a chance and is not gonna get it because of somebody like him, you know. And I understand that because that is true too. That is true. Yeah. Don't forget, guys. Make sure you like the video, man. Give it a like if you can. We got 9 likes, 15 people in here. Come on, let's get it up there. Let the algorithm know you're feeling what you're watching. And if you're not feeling what you're watching, then hit the thumbs down. Do something, man. It's voting day. Is it today like voting day or something like that? The polls are open for something somewhere. Vote on this video. Putting Jazz at third is wild. They should have just kept Torres if this was the route they were going. I don't think they were planning on going this route. I think Cashman really was trying to get a third baseman. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out, and that happens, man. You know, who was he gonna get, really? Who was he gonna get? Who was out there and I'm talking about preseason, you know? Who was gonna get? Nolan Arenado? That wasn't gonna happen. Everybody wants Brendan Donovan. The Cardinals weren't gonna trade him in the offseason. Like who was he gonna? I think he really wanted to get a third baseman. It's just nobody was really available, and then the money got tight. So that's that. I'm getting punchy. I've got to recharge my batteries. Ace, I'll send you the picture of the mug tomorrow, and Jason the pictures of the shirt tomorrow. Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Thanks. I'm gonna come out with some more stuff, man. I'm gonna try to make some more fire stuff. I just haven't really had time. Man. Lately I've been so busy, and work is kicking my ass, and work is getting kind of stressful, man. It really is. Man, you guys are really going at it with the John Stanton stuff. But yeah, we'll do one more trivia, and then we'll call it. But before that, man, I really appreciate you all, man. I really do. There's certain people in here that I see here every day, and if you just tuning into the video, man, and you liking what you see, just subscribe. Give me a chance. I do my very best to make this interactive. I want to start bringing in more guests and stuff, but a lot of times it's hard bringing in guests because the audio stuff. But what I'm gonna do is, from now on, it's gonna be rare that I do an open panel. I'm gonna invite guests, and then before we get on, we're gonna do a sound check. I mean, that's just the right way to do it. Do a sound check, make sure everything is good, and then that way we're giving you guys the proper experience. But let's get this last trivia, and and remember, A, B, C, or D. You can answer A, B, C, or D, and it's gonna log. If the quicker you answer, the more points you get. The goal is, one day I'm gonna put together a trivia show. It's gonna be a weekly show. Which team holds the record for most extra inning games played in a single season? Didn't we just have this one? No. I don't know. I'll go A. Boston Red Sox. Nope, Cleveland Guardians. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Again, appreciate it. Smack the like on your way out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. There it is.